In the beautiful English countryside of the early 19th century, amidst rolling hills and charming estates, there resided the Bennet family at Longbourn. The Bennets consisted of Mr. and Mrs. Bennet and their 5 daughters Jane, Elizabeth, Mary, Kitty, and Lydia. Their future prospects hinged on adventurous marriages, for Longbourn was entirely away from the Bennet women. Our tale centers around the second eldest daughter, Elizabeth Bennet. She possesses an exceptional wit, independence of spirit, and a deep appreciation for character. Elizabeth's life takes a fascinating twist when the rich and eligible bachelor Mr. Charles Bingley arrives in the neighborhood to lease Netherfield Park. He is accompanied by his enigmatic and aristocratic friend Mr. Fitzwilliam Darcy. At a local assembly, Mr. Bingley is captivated by Jane Bennet, the eldest sister, forming a connection that holds the promise of love. Meanwhile, Mr. Darcy's reserved and proud demeanor earns him the reputation of an insufferable aristocrat. Elizabeth, in particular, is incensed by Mr. Darcy's apparent arrogance, forging a deep-seated prejudice against him. On the other side of the coin, Mr. Darcy, while intrigued by Elizabeth's intelligence and beauty, is repelled by her family's lack of social refinement. As our story weaves its intricate threads, we encounter a tapestry of relationships, misunderstandings, and societal expectations. Mr. Bingley and Jane's budding romance faces interference, masterminded by Mr. Darcy, who believes Jane's affection for Bingley is not genuine. Elizabeth's keen intellect and her ability to perceive beyond surface appearances continually clash with Mr. Darcy's haughty demeanor. Yet, as the pages turn, first impressions crumble and deeper truths emerge. Despite their initial prejudice, Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy gradually come to understand and appreciate each other's true characters. Mr. Darcy's involvement in Jane and Mr. Bingley's relationship is unveiled, prompting a confrontation with Elizabeth. It results in a proud and resentful proposal from Mr. Darcy, met with a resolute rejection from Elizabeth. This rejection marks a pivotal moment. Mr. Darcy pens a heartfelt letter, laying bare his motivations and revealing a side of himself hitherto concealed. This letter becomes the catalyst for profound changes in both characters. Elizabeth acknowledges her own biases and starts to discern Mr. Darcy's hidden virtues. Time passes and Mr. Bingley returns to Netherfield, rekindling his affection for Jane and leading to a joyous engagement. Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy's paths cross again, their feelings transformed by introspection and growth. They confess their love, sealing it with an earnest engagement. Yet, familial complications arise as the youngest Bennet sister Lydia elopes with Mr. Wickham, a charming but unscrupulous figure. The scandal threatens to tarnish the Bennet family's reputation, but in a stunning act of nobility, Mr. Darcy intervenes. He orchestrates a marriage between Wickham and Lydia, rescuing the families from disgrace. Ultimately, love prevails over pride and prejudice, as Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy's love story emerges triumphant. Their union signifies not only the merging of two hearts, but the shattering of social biases and the triumph of genuine affection. Pride and Prejudice is a saga of clever wit, tender romance, and the relentless pressure of social expectations. Yet, it also serves as a profound exploration of personal growth and the potential for second chances. It reminds us that love has the power to transcend pride and prejudice, and that first impressions can often obscure the true depths of a person's character. If you like this story, like the video, subscribe the channel.